We are back with day 2 of the Destiny 2 of the Death Stranding 2 pre-order stream. Last night we made a lot of good progress, and we're gonna go ahead and kick this one off again. Bear with me one moment while together and go ahead and send out some tweets, send out some Facebooks, whole nine. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Bear with me one moment. I still have to send out a tweet. I gotta send out a lot of stuff. But if you guys want to go ahead and drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And God, there's too many places I have to post. Yes, sir, E-Rock. What it do, brother? Yes, sir, Hugo. We ballin', we going out of control. I did my damn 6 days of back-to-back days. I earned this, damn it. Alright, so just a quick little recap of what happened last stream. We are currently in Mexico. Fragile is currently playing stepmom to little baby Lou. Mexico is pretty much more screwed up as far as Death Stranding wise than really what America was. Like, everything is a lot more chaotic. Everything is more, yeah, basically everything is more pandemonium is running wild in Mexico, brother. But yeah, for people who do want to play Death Stranding, it looks like that the recap for the first game is just going to be on the menu. So if you need a quick refresher, you know, this basically is, I think I said last night, the most cohesive breakdown of Death Stranding I've ever seen. And it's only like 17 slides with like a paragraph each. So it's pretty much just a quick, short report for Death Stranding. Alright guys, we're gonna, and also I ended where the new location we were at is currently dealing with an earthquake, so we're gonna go ahead and jump on in and see what's popping there. Yes, time has passed while I'm sleeping. You get graphics. Like, see, look at this shit. There we go. Yeah, Hugo, and then keep in mind, this is a base PS5. This isn't a PS5 Pro. Like, this is all just PS5 bare bones. Yeah, customizing is on a whole other level when it comes to this now, it looks like. Oh, and I will be muting my mic during cutscenes just so I can experience the ambiance too.
Feels good.
Sam, we've got a situation. The delivery for the research lab is ready for transport, but the chiral density is higher than anticipated. This may be due to the gateway just now, but we've identified a new BT area in the vicinity of the lab. However, we have no BB pods on hand. I know you've got dooms, but without a pod, you're gonna struggle to determine exactly where the BTs are.
Don't worry. If I can get close enough, I should be able to see them. Seems like my dooms level or whatever went up at some point. Steer me in the right direction. I can take care of the rest.
Oh yeah? That's awesome. By the way, we finished a preliminary assessment of the BTs detected in the vicinity of the research lab. And we've prepared some weapons that should be effective against them. You're a pro. I know you can handle this. We've issued you a number of blood grenades. They use an active agent based on compounds derived from the blood and bodily fluids of doom sufferers, making them highly effective against BTs. You can practice using them in VR training. If you'd like to try them out, just access the delivery terminal to get started. Your other weapons won't do any damage to BTs. Shoot them all you like. They won't die. Make sure you're well prepared. According to our initial survey, you can expect to encounter gazers in the field. If you make contact with a gazer, then another type of BT, a hunter will emerge from the tar and try to capture you. If they succeed in this, you'll come face to face with a massive BT known as a catcher. Now, you don't want to ever let a catcher consume you. It'll trigger a void out, obliterating the surrounding area and everyone in it. And when the dust settles, there'll only be a giant crater. So make sure to escape the catcher before that happens, or use the weapons at your disposal to eliminate it. All right, go ahead and pick up your next main order. I'll brief you on the details while you check your map.
Alright, let's see what we got to work with, gents. Okay.
All right, Sam.
Oh, we're getting a
Good to go?
BT fight. Let's go.
The new BT area we've identified is located in these ruins. If we don't do anything about it, eventually someone's gonna trigger a void out. So to prevent that, we need to neutralize all the BTs in this area. There's no shortage of collapsed buildings and hiding spots there, and the timefall isn't letting up anytime soon either. Since you'll also have cargo for the research lab with you, take care not to let it get damaged by the timefall or in any fights with BTs. An aid request for a timefall shelter was registered in that vicinity. If you build one near that spot, you can use it to escape any BTs that may be pursuing you. And if you stash your backpack in a timefall shelter, you can rest easy knowing your cargo's safe from the rain and devote your full attention to dealing with any threats. So if you got room to carry a little extra, consider requisitioning a PCC and taking it along with you so you can fabricate a shelter for added peace of mind. You're the only one we can count on. Don't let us down.
Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized. Commencing route creation. Delivery route finalized.
And pretty much a lot of the only thing to really take out BTs would only be like your bodily fluids. So pretty much showering and pretty much living as a person is kind of essential. Alright.
Hey!
Let's go ahead and clear out some of these markers.
Take care of yourself, Sam.
There we go. Yeah, I'm throwing some likes your way, guys. Oh boy, it's nighttime, there's BTs. This is not a fun time, guys. This is spooky. So, I think last night I did mention I wanted to talk about just my current issues with wrestling, and I know it's a Death Stranding stream, yet I'm here talking about wrestling. But I did see today that WWE is going to start cracking down on people filming and getting pictures at their events, which is pretty ridiculous. Especially given the surge in ticket prices for WWE events. And just overall, the TKO component of WWE right now is just a nightmare. Yeah, Hugo, it's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen them pull. I mean, I get it from like a storyline aspect, like you don't want people posting, spoilers, what have you. But, people have been filming wrestling events able to do that. So it's really just weird, bizarre. It's kind of going into why I don't really like WWE kind of anymore. Just because of situations like this, and overall, just TKO has just turned WWE into Vince for. But I guess I kind of hope. Yeah, I gotta stay still for this one, guys. Oh my god. Oh no. Yeah, Hugo, there's earthquakes, there's rainfall that makes the rivers grow. It's insane. But yeah, Hugo, there's earthquakes, there's a lot of landscape changing elements to this game. It's pretty insane. But yeah, Hugo, it is kind of essential to be able to document the experience of being at a wrestling event. But also just I'm really sick of this whole tribalism aspect when it comes to wrestling. Like we're in a time right now where wrestling companies have found a way to broadcast all of their shows, their pay-per-views, their weekly shows, the updates as to what's happening storyline-wise, signings, the whole nine. So I just think it's ridiculous. People, AEW people cheating on WWE and vice versa. When, yeah, you know what, that is true. The tribalism is kind of all WWE, and it's all Vince McMahon, it's all Vince Core. Because I watched a video the other day of this dude. He was watching AEW for the first time. He was watching Hangman versus Ospreay from, I believe, Double or Nothing. Could be wrong on the exact pay-per-view. And he kind of made a good point that, like, people who shit on like AEW and things of that like, they're still in this mindset that they don't have anything else to watch. They don't have other wrestling to check out. That they can only watch WWE. They can only watch Triple H made storylines. And I think it's just it's dumb at this point because wrestling isn't perfect. And I think fans, like especially WWE fans, need to realize that, because I don't watch WWE. I only get like my news and storyline updates through headlines. So everything I'm seeing going on just seems like so ridiculous, especially in terms of storyline, in terms of like overall things happening. Uh-oh. And we'll get back to that in a second. Alright, we're getting into our first BT fight. Yeah, I better make sure I'm prepared. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Uh-oh.
You are too far away from your cargo.
Shit. Shit. Uh-oh. Oh, there's the whale. Yeah, things are gonna get crazy right now. Oh, shit. Alright. We'll see if that did the job. Pick up some Chiralium, and we are moving, folks. Alright, well that was easy enough.
Range. BT-30 neutralized. Please deliver your cargo to the research lab. You are too far away from your cargo.
No, exactly, Hugo. Like, Death Stranding is the game that he wanted to make, but this is like where everything is set in place. No, exactly. Like, he nobody knew what he was wanting to do with Death Stranding. And just continually adding more onto it, finding more acting homies and directing homies to be on in. I think you put it in the Discord best, where, yeah, Death Stranding 2 is the friends Kojima made along the way. Yeah, he most likely will, and I'm really thinking that he wants to get into movies. Like, he wants to do something with some kind of, like, filmmaking, film work, what have you. Especially given that this is more, like, this game is half cinematic, half film. I mean, all of his games are kind of in that same way. Uh-oh. Alright, where am I going? Oh. And I mean, even... No, he absolutely does. Like, and with the fact that Konami is probably never going to give him the rights back to it, he's like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna do the closest thing to. And then, even with the fact that, like, the more developed Death Stranding 1 is the director's cut. And not many games even have a director's cut. Like, I've never heard of, like, many games even, like, referring to that. Oh, here we go. I remember this part from the trailer. Good God, look at this.
Don't worry, you got this.
Thank you, Sam. I needed that. Yeah, Hugo, like, it's all just a vibe. Like, and even just, like, the first 10 minutes where you're actually, like, traversing a mountain. Like, my God, it is breathtaking. And then, like, I do like what he did with the music, where it is, like, more spaced out, as opposed to, like, I think I talked about this last night, but, like, in the first one, you weren't story point.
You should have more faith in yourself.
Thank you, Sam. I needed that. Because, yeah, guys, this has been a 6-day work week. It's been a rough one, but I made it through. But yeah, just to, I guess, go back to my point about wrestling, is that there's so many headlines of just, like, nothing is looking positive. At least from, like, a viewer's point of view. Like, with the whole thing with R-Truth, and then with the Night of Champions issue.
This ain't bad.
No, and exactly, like, I'm not gonna knock anybody if that's all they want to watch, but they should at least have some understanding that it's like, yeah, some people want to watch TNA, some people want to watch NWA, some people want to, watch AEW, some people want to, some people are writing for their indie company, their local indie company. So just the tribalism aspect, I think, is really just not going to change much of anything, and it's probably just going to sour a lot of people. Because everybody's a hater, everybody wants to get their point across, everybody wants to ride or die for their company. But again, like I said, like, wrestling isn't perfect. And I've been watching WWE since 2001. The first thing I remember, like, watching and choosing to watch was the last Nitro. With that in mind, like, I watched the Raw right after, and that is the cleanest slate that you could have going into the 2000s. There was no other company. WWE was the only game in town. TNA didn't really find their footing until, like, I don't know, like 2005, 2006. And they even tried to compete, and WWE didn't even, like, they brushed all that shit off. So, I mean, like, I've been through more bad periods of WWE than there are good ones. Like, I watched all of, like, 2008 to 2014, but all that shit was just basically a blur to me. So it's really just ridiculous. So just like your wrestling company, enjoy the matches, enjoy the events, ride or die for your company, but just let's all watch it, man. We all want the wrestling industry to thrive. We all want it to survive. It's been around for decades at this point. Like, even in NWA, almost 100 years. So wrestling just, yeah, it's hard. It's a really hard decision to make, yeah. No, absolutely, Hugo, and that's what TKO is pretty much doing. They have that same idea. They have the whole, oh, well, it's garbage or whatever, but screw it, the people will like it. The people will check it out. No, absolutely, and he is an empire maker. I'm not even gonna, lie about that one. Like, the Monday Night Wars, he had to do a lot of change up to his product. Like, watch any WWE pre, like, Attitude Era, and it's very, very questionable. Alright, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and turn this stuff in and get this dude on the chiral network. Let's go. Damn, and Sam's all bloody from that fight. That was a good fight, honestly. Looking forward to encountering those stronger BTs.
Long time no see, Sam. Though,
no, exactly. That is why they did it.
Don't recognize me like this.
Wait a minute.
Why don't you let me take a look at your orders?
I almost thought that was Giancarlo Esposito. Hell yeah. Gap backwards, we have fun over here. Kojima was so excited for that.
It's alright, I guess. Thanks for dropping it off.
Yeah, I'm rocking a Mike Steele kind of vibe, Hugo. And Sam even has a little bit of tattoos.
Picked up some lost cargo, I see. Should be a nice surprise for someone. We never doubted you'd show. Reliable as ever. A man you can count on. We're ready for you to link us up with your Cupid. Once you do, you'll have fulfilled your objective of bringing the entirety of Mexico onto the chiral network.
Let's go. We're getting Mexico on the network, baby. We saved America. We're saving the Mexico. We're going to save Canada next. We're going to introduce the North America of the future. Yeah, let's go.
Now displaying your current order grade. Sam, don't suppose you remember who I am? The name's Alex. I used to work at the weather station back in the UCA.
Yeah!
I was a Bridges employee, reporting directly to Deadman.
Hell yeah!
And I was offered the opportunity to collaborate with him here, studying the Death Stranding and BTs. I jumped at the chance, and here I am. And now, you're here too. You actually couldn't have come at a better time. Shortly before your arrival, chiral density levels started to climb, hitting significantly higher ranges than before. This kind of spike is indicative of an imminent giant BT appearance. I've shared with you some MP bullets that should be very effective against BTs. Because if a giant BT is on the way, then we're gonna need you to put it down. Well, the delivery you were kind enough to bring us contained a shipment of MP bullets that have anti-BT properties. This ammunition will turn your average assault rifle into a BT killing machine. You can also fabricate blood grenades if you want to keep a few on hand. Before you head back out, review your options and requisition any weapons you think you might need. We've set aside a ton of extra materials just for this purpose. Chiral density levels in this region have been fluctuating wildly. We've been seeing a lot of gatequakes and seismic activity as well. It's almost certainly related to recent shifts in the tar currents. Our analysis of these anomalies has led us to believe that the arrival of a giant BT is all but imminent. What the data doesn't tell us is exactly where it might appear. Our chiral monitoring equipment just wasn't precise enough to zero in. Now that you've connected us to the network, though, we should be able to make more accurate predictions. We seriously owe you. It's hard to know when this giant BT is going to appear. So for now, you should rest up in your private room and prepare for a potential fight. That's both mine and Deadman's recommendation. We'll keep you posted, Sam.
Alright, I'll listen to I'll listen to Mr. Del Toro. I have major tongue twister going on right now. And it's only ever when I stream too, which sucks. And yeah, having the dialogue options is definitely weird. And there we go, Norman Reedus just chilling in the shower, pondering things, building up the ammunition. Yo, you get sunburns? Damn! Swear it's like Hideo thought of everything making this.
It's been too long, Sam. You were a good friend to me. One I could never forget.
Yeah, let's go! Deadman! Mr. Del Toro in the flesh. Or not the flesh, but a hologram.
Bible. The sensors were set to scan for your biometric data. A simple enough trick. Now, this was originally a geophysics laboratory established for the study of earthquakes. And for that reason, it holds a wealth of documentation on gatequakes, tar currents, and placates. As well, I discovered, as research data on the other side. Now, what I'm about to tell you, I learned after I came to this place. Imagine that this is the lab. Though it's relatively close to the northern tip of South America, the continent is entirely cut off from us by a tar belt. And so we have no idea what's going on down there. Nor do we know the state of any continent other than our own. The researchers here were trying to establish contact with the rest of the world. They were well equipped to do so, as the facility had once been used to launch research satellites. So they tried launching a variety of probes and drones in the hope of obtaining observational data, with no success. The Earth, you see, is shrouded in a thick layer of chiralium that renders electronics inoperable at altitude. So they tried sending ships across the ocean. Oh, yes. Oh, but that failed too. The high concentration of chiralium in open water proved too corrosive, invariably causing them to sink. But then the researchers found some rather rare birds on their doorsteps. Birds not native to the region. Nice birdie, nice birdie. And that, my friend, was just the beginning. Not far from the lab, they discovered a strange anomaly. Well, the surrounding area was heavily contaminated with chiralium. Yes. This is beautiful. The researchers would later dub the anomaly a plate gate. But further investigation revealed that it came into existence when you began to expand the chiral network across North America, and that the gate grew larger in tandem with the network itself. What started as a tiny fissure in space became so much more. The researchers duly installed cameras to study the gate and its surrounding area. Now, to their surprise, they caught footage of some unusual marsupials. Yes, a kind you wouldn't expect to normally encounter in Central America, like the birds. But to confirm their suspicions, they sent an autonomous robot through the gate. The soil samples it collected were consistent with the archived geological data from the southern hemisphere. Not long after, several men and women came through the gate. They spoke English, and they confirmed that they had indeed come from faraway Australia. We finally knew the world outside North and Central America had survived. Ours was not the last bastion of humanity, but Australia had suffered the Death Stranding too. Undeterred, the researchers began working closely with Bridges and conducted a series of tests, paving the way for an expedition to Australia that would lay the groundwork for chiral network expansion. After they had first installed surveillance equipment, that is, so that the gate could be monitored from the Mexican side, a necessity to this day as Australia is not yet connected to the chiral network. The UCA may not have dreams of conquest and control, but they aren't about to let just anyone use the gate. Indeed, that's one of the reasons they were so determined to connect Australia to the network in the first place. Well, I suppose that's all I have to say about the plate gate. There's something else that I need to tell you, though. Something far more important. Mind if I pause it here? I have to go take a shower.
Gate quake detected. Sam, a gigantic BT just showed up outside. We're prepping weapons for you now. Access the terminal up top and take whatever you need. We're counting on you.
No, exactly, Hugo. Like, he's always had this, like... Because I even remember, I think it was like the Video Game Awards, when he was gonna, like, accept an award for Metal Gear Solid 5. And Konami basically prevented him from being there. Yeah, they took everything from him, basically. They took something that he's been working on since the fucking early 90s. And even the idea of a stealth game wasn't really a thing. Oh boy. We're getting into a boss fight again. Alright, let's see what we can make. Okay. What the hell? Oh, you can go back. What the hell? Hugo, the crazy thing about this too is that Death Stranding has dialogue options now, which is pretty insane. And it looks like you can go back and like just chat with your homie. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh shit. Wow. Yes, let's fucking go. Love that his glasses stay on during all this. Because you know, if one thing is essential, it's looking cool during a boss fight. Oh, shit. God, this is insane. And he's got tentacles. Shit. Yo, Justice, what it do? What up, girl? We are just currently in the crux of a boss fight. We're gooped, we're girded, whole nine. Shout out to the Dirt Syndicate. Alright. Let's go! No, I appreciate that. No, like I said, I appreciate it. Even if you stop by for only a couple of seconds. Like, even if you just stop by to say hi, I really do appreciate it. Let's go, S rank, baby! And thank you for that, too.
Sam, this is Alex. You did it! We've confirmed the chiral crystallization of the giant BT. Local chiral density is already dropping fast. I think we can all rest easy for now. You've saved a lot of lives by killing that monstrosity. We won't forget that. Head to the research lab's private room and take a break. You've earned it.
Alright. So, Hugo, basically when you kill BTs in this game, they produce an element called chiralium, which is pretty essential to building roads, paving roads, pretty much every form of like rebuilding the country you need chiralium for. And I believe it's also essential if you want to like build weapons and whole nine. So basically anytime you take out a BT, there's going to be a shitload of chiralium after the fact. Alright. Yeah, like it's a nice payoff, especially after a boss fight, because you can just continue on, more Kyrillium stashed, and we will be rebuilding these worlds. The world and the roads. Alright, we're gonna go and see what Homeboy needs now that we took care of the area.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was a nice payoff, good boss fight. I'm definitely, if I do another playthrough of this, I'll probably make it a little harder because that was pretty easy. But like BT boss fights really are not that difficult, really. Yeah, I expect with a Kojima boss fight that there's like more, I guess more gravitas of it. Because I mean, even look at Ocelot versus Snake from Metal Gear 3. Like that's a pretty standstill fight.
Stuff goes missing all the time, but it looks like today is our lucky day. Thanks, Sam.
You got it, buddy.
Now displaying your current Porter grade.
I gotta say, Sam, you're looking pretty beat. You know you can borrow the private room whenever you want, right? Don't kill yourself for our sakes.
Damn, I am Sam Porter Bridges. I need to take care of myself. I am Norman Reedus. Yeah, bro's a hunky feller. And yes, you are Norman Reedus' friend. I'm glad you're along on the journey, Hugo. And I'm so conceited I have a image of my face on my
As
wall.
I said before, there's something I need to tell you. It's about Lou. You see, after you left Bridges, I decided to do a little digging into BB-28's past. That is, Lou's. I found the BB decommissioning records. Now, according to them, BB-28 was flagged for disposal and subsequently incinerated 4 years ago, long before you and Lou first met.
That's BB-28?
This is the child officially identified as BB-28. But if you look closer, Sam, you see at once that it can't possibly be Lou. Right there at the elbow, where the birthmark should be. Nothing. Which means we have another BB-28 on our hands. The one with whom you memorably went west and back not so long ago, that is Lou. Per regulations, the serial number assigned to each BB was unique. No two units should have ever been assigned the same one. I've cross-checked the details with the most up-to-date entries in the UCA database. And indeed, there is no reason to believe BB-28 survived. All of which can only mean, Sam, that the bridge baby you carried with you on your journey across America, Lou, was never recorded in the official database. So, where then did Lou come from? Right now, your guess is as good as mine. But as worrying as that sounds, this could actually be to your advantage, since it's functionally impossible for the UCA or Bridges to track a BB of which they have no record. Which is lucky because if they did know about a BB that could live and grow outside the pod, they'd want to secure it for study. So take comfort in the knowledge that they don't. that you're free, that you can bring up Lou in peace. How is it, by the way? The two of you living as a family. Right. I have gifts for you. A few things to take back home. An assortment of vaccines to be administered as your child grows up. We want Lou to live a long and healthy life. And it's natural for children to be afraid of shots. Maybe this will help put Lou's mind at ease. A token of my affection. You can collect it via the delivery terminal when you leave. I wonder how big Lou will get. Anyway, there's one more thing I wanted to share with you. As you know, everyone is meant to go to their own beach when they die. But unlike most people, I wasn't born from a mother. I was born from an artificial womb. Transplants provided the organs I never had. I was incomplete and had no beach, I believed. But I wasn't about to accept that. I went back home to study the Ha and Ka and the beach. I threw myself into my work, Sam. I tried. But I think I've done all that I can. In the end, I'm still a patchwork Frankenstein's monster. One that's just about worn out. As a doctor, I can tell you, I don't have long left. So I've devoted my remaining time to research. That's why I'm here, Sam. Where I can focus on the beach. There's so much data here, Sam. On beach formation, jumping via beaches, the relationship between the beach and plate gates. All the evidence you could ever wish for. Not enough to solve every mystery, perhaps, but enough for me to make an incredible personal discovery. That I have a beach after all. It doesn't matter how I was born. I have lived as a human. And thus do I possess a beach like any other. I am not a machine, but a person with a Ha and a Ka and a beach to go with them. Lastly, I have a confession for you, along with a heartfelt apology. I told you once that I didn't have dooms. But that's not actually true. Not that I was lying, you understand. I just didn't know. It was only after I found my beach that I realized. Chiral allergic reaction. I can feel it getting closer. I'm off to the beach, Sam. To my beach. Take care of yourself.
Oh man. The homie threw himself into work and then found his purpose. Found his beach. I miss you, bro.
Sam.
Hey, it's Bay. With the kiddo. Stepmama.
Did you know about this?
No. It's news to me, too. I'm sorry that that man is gone. But he would have been pleased that you managed to extend the UCA network all the way to his lab. Thank you, Sam.
I guess I'm homeward bound.
Missing little Lou that badly?
You know I am.
Come on back, Sam. Lou misses you too.
Quite the development. Quite the development. Man, our shoutouts Dead Man, bro. Hope he's doing good, just chilling on his beach.
Hey, Sam. About that message Dead Man left for you. I hope you understand that he wanted to tell you all that himself. He didn't want it to come from me or anyone else. Naturally, we respected his wishes. We'll also be carrying on his research in his stead. I'm sure you will, but please take care of that last order he left for you. On another note, you can now use your PCC to construct generators and bridges. Build them along your delivery routes, and you're sure to make a ton of other porters very happy. Trust me. Who knows? They might end up returning the favor someday, too. Also, you can now fabricate tri-cruisers, trikes with 2 front wheels. You'll be able to build, charge, or repair tri-cruisers at any facility with a garage. Like this one. It's a battery-powered vehicle, so if you run out of juice in the wild, you can always construct a generator to recharge it. Just be careful not to run out of battery when you're outside network coverage. You can only use your PCC to build generators or any other structures when you've got a network connection. So without coverage, you'll either have to ditch a dead tri-cruiser or wait forever and a day for the solar panels to recharge it. Once again, thank you for linking up all of Mexico, Sam. Be safe out there, and pay us a visit the next time you're close.
Sam, I just reviewed the list of UCA associates. You can rest easy. Raised. So once you've taken care of Deadman's final request, you can come straight home. Access the terminal on site for the details. I'll take care of Lou. Just focus on the job.
That is so...
Are now available for fabrication.
This is so insane. Because you have to wait so long. No, exactly, Hugo. This game kind of covers everything. King's whole nine. But in Death Stranding 1, it takes so long to even, like, because at one of the locations, there is, like, a trike by it, but you have to go through the story so long before you even can get the battery to be able to do that. Yeah, this is this is wild. This is wild. All right, baby. We got wheels. Well, and no, like this game is more like a movie/video game. Because the guy who made it, he really likes movies. He's a big film nut. So he wants to get as close as he can before, like, he'll have to end up going into just making movies. Oh yeah, and Hugo, I guess Kojima was at, like, there's, like, some Japanese hardcore match that's been going pretty viral. And I guess Kojima was there. So Kojima is watching Japanese death matches, like buying steelbook editions of movies. So bro is just out here having an adventure. Yeah, Kojima is just like he's living the best life, just chilling, watching movies, hanging out with people from the movies, putting people from those movies in his games. Like, I think that he really watched, like, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and then was like, you know what, I need to get Margaret Qualley in my game. She is cute as a button. Alright, let's take on another order and then try out our wheels. No, absolutely. He's...
This custom cargo container is designed to be attached directly to your chest. The words, "For Lou," are written on it.
Yeah, that is literally how this soundtrack was made, Hugo. Like, he found this dude named Woodkid, who is this, like, just this French music maker that I guess has just, like, worked with everybody. And, like, I posted in the music section of, like, the intro song of this, and my god, it is, like, beautiful. And, like, this dude has worked with, like, yeah, he's won Grammys and, like, worked with, I think, like, Sia and, like, a couple of other, like, famous musicians. So yeah, they just found, and, like, the intro song was a song that he had for, like, 4 years, and it, like, is so perfect. What the hell? Yo, that was nuts. That was nuts. But yeah, Hugo, listen to -61. It's so beautiful of a song. Alright, looks like people made some stuff for me. Oh my god, that is so easier to do than trying to find those markers on the map. Oh. Yo, and this is for Kim Possible right now. She looked into Death Stranding a little bit, and she was wondering when we're going to see the duck. And alas, we got a hollow duck. Damn, this game is a vibe. We had a boss fight already, we fought some BTs, and now we're just cruising and dudes rocking. Let's go. We got a hat backwards. We got sunglasses on. We're riding a tricycle. Yes, thank you, sir. Oh, and we got low roar. Hell yeah. No, it's to mainly conserve battery. Because, like, with battery in this game, like, it's very few and far between. Because, like, see right there, I got a little bit of extra space, but, like, the battery on, like, the vehicles tend to go by very quick. Like, this game is very essential in terms of, like, resource management. Like, you have to keep track of the battery of your vehicle, or your... you have to keep track of your battery, or, like, just your various things to make weapons. So it's like, there's a lot of aspects to this game to keep in mind. Like, even you're delivering a lot of packages, but you have to also keep in mind of, like, your balance while you're carrying these packages. Hey, we got another duck. No, and that's true too. Like, if it went too fast, especially on, like, rocky terrains like this, it would definitely be a lot more difficult to try to manage. Yes, exactly, Hugo. Like, that, you're supposed to be playing this game kind of slow. Like, if you just jumped into, like, the main story, I don't think it wouldn't have the same feeling. Because you're trying to reconnect the country, you're trying to... Basically what happened now is basically everything in the world is destroyed and disconnected. So with Death Stranding, you need to string everything back together. That's the layman's terms. Oh! That could have been bad. Okay, it's a straight shot.
It's the desire. Just to wind up alone. But it's just how it goes.
Oh no. Man, my battery's gonna die. Especially if I go over water, damn it.
It's just how it goes. It's just how it goes.
Now entering chiral network coverage.
I mean, the vibe, that is kind of the vibe at the moment. Just going off into the distance. And the music also is like a really good like addition to your journey. Because in Death Stranding 1, I think I talked about it earlier, you don't encounter much music outside of... Oh yeah, it's dying. We're almost there, buddy. But yeah, like the music just makes it a much more serene vibe. Plus also, like, I've noticed a lot with this game is that a lot of it is about self-care. Everybody's been telling Sam to relax, take care of himself, get some rest, take a shower. Everybody's all on board with Sam Porter Bridges. They want him to succeed. They want him to win. And yes, Kojima is a brilliant maniac. Yeah, I know. Maybe this game will be like the one that really kind of kicks it into my brain.
Thank you, Sam.
Yes, that too. Like, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, brother. All right. Yeah, I know. I know. I know y'all mean the best. Because y'all are the best.
Can anybody hear me?
Oh, I still have a long way to go. Damn.
Very impressive work, Sam. I will always support you.
No, exactly. Like, like here's this evil ass fight that you're about to go away to get locked in with, and then it's, oh, low roar, don't be so serious. It's like, damn you for being right. He's a genius, Hugo. That's a brilliant madman, but alas, he's doing the damn thing. Yeah, I know. I'm not on the grid. I also like to think that Kojima is also like playing a lot of stuff because it's cool.
Intrusion detected. Intrusion detected.
Whoa.
Level 5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound. Your
Oh
shelter
shit.
is under attack.
What?
They're in danger. I gotta get back.
Hey!
Like, the fact that he was so excited that Sam could have a backwards hat shows me that Kojima is just wanting cool shit. You know what would be cool? A badass mech fight dipped in tar. You know what would be cool? Troy Baker playing a fucking railgun guitar. Oh shit. What is this now? What is this? Bro. Mech fight, let's go. Where you at, you sons of bitches? Robo homies McShoot guns, let's go. Aha! And Hugo, there's like that type shooting in this. Well, no, I mean, I definitely understand that. Like, especially in the time we're in now, where just these big budget games are needing like millions of dollars to be made, billions for certain cases. So, I mean, it is quite the vast world of creation. It's just really cool just to see what people's ideas are when they're coming up with stuff. Alright, we're gonna go save Bay and get into some whole other nonsense. So badass, you can do a reverse wheelie. And alright guys, so I did also want to kind of explain the game plan with Death Stranding. So today is the last day that it will be available for pre-order people. It's going to be coming out tomorrow, like worldwide, mass release. Oh, what? They can pop up anywhere? What the hell? These dudes are awesome. But yeah, so today is going to be like the last day where it's available only for pre-order people. So tomorrow I'm going to get back on just regular gameplay. We're going to get back on schedule. So you know the vibes. We'll be doing 5 p.m. for the premiere, 5 p.m. MST. And I'm going to try to do premieres at work, because like right around that time is usually when it's slow. So I will be able to interact with the chat a little bit more, be able to talk with you guys, update on some things. Oh man, this is going to be a tough journey. I'm going to have to fight them all the way over. But yeah, that's the plan. And then I think I said last night that this will probably be my content for like the next couple of weeks until the Tony Hawk 3 and 4 remaster come out. And I will be trying to do some more streams of the demo because I got to get my muscle memory back when it comes to Tony Hawk. So that is the game plan right now. We're gonna get back into the grind set mindset, whole nine. Something. Whoa. Oh shit. Neck dogs, I guess, are these? Yo! And we got a samurai. Yeah! This is like Metal Gear 1 all over again. Yeah! And I'm only like 3 hours into this game, Hugo. So they are diving in head first with all this shit. And he's got a reader on his face. And bro vanishes. Pulls up, does some cool shit, leaves no explanation. This guy rocks.
What was his deal?
Exactly, bro just dipped. Yeah, aura farming like a motherfucker, bro.
Gunfire detected at your shelter. Destruction of personal database confirmed.
I know, damn it, I'm on the way. Damn, this game is like me. I'm traversing long distances on a 2 to 3 wheel vehicle. Nah, I can't do that today. She's my girl. We've been through things. I know her story, she knows my story. It's true love.
Okay, just a bit further now.
So, Fragile was like she was a terror, she was similar to kind of what Troy Baker's character is. Just a troublemaker, rapscallion, transporter. Yo, we can go inside these now? Oh shit.
Home. Maybe outside. She can't have gone too far from the shelter.
Okay, there we go. And I think after I finish this mission, I will probably call it quits on the stream, just because I got home kind of late, so I did not get a chance to eat. And your boy is hungry and he's always cooking. Damn, I went too far. Gotta save Bay. Gotta save Bay and the kiddo. But yeah, so that's overall the game plan. Last night for streaming. We'll be back on it tomorrow. Video premiere, 5 p.m. MST. Y'all know the vibes. We're gonna chip away at this one as much as possible before Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, hopefully. No!
What the hell happened?
Lou. I patched you up the best I could. What happened to Lou?
We were attacked. It all happened so fast.
Intrusion detected. Intrusion detected. Level 5 alert. Multiple unidentified armed hostiles inbound.
I tried to jump us out of there. But I could only take my equipment with me. And I couldn't possibly think of it like that. There was no way for the two of us to escape together. The best I could hope for was to jump Lou out. Just Lou. I couldn't protect Lou. I am so sorry. So sorry. I'm sorry. What's going on?
Can you hear me? Can you see me? You can't. Because you're dead.
Good lord. Yet another mountain to traverse. Look at this. Alright guys, so I think with the fact that we finished... Sam telling me to knock it off. Alright, we'll go ahead and rest right here. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and call it quits. I want to thank you guys for tuning into the stream, especially the pre-order stream. It was months in the making. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I do appreciate it for everybody tuning in. We'll be back onto gameplay stuff. As early as tomorrow, I'll knock out a recording later tonight before I go to bed. So be sure to stay tuned, 5 p.m. MST tomorrow. And once the streams upload, I definitely expect some shorts from Death Stranding. I got some ideas, I got some concepts I want to work out. Follow me on Instagram, MaxMurder505. Follow me on Twitter, MaxCDLuffy327. PSN, MaxMurder327. I'll link those in the description of the stream, as well as I'll be linking my Death Stranding 1 progress in case anybody wants to delve, check it out. Be sure to check out my archives. And yeah, love you guys. You're the best. You guys have a great rest of your night, and we will see you tomorrow, 5 p.m. MST.